Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. It is time for a little bit of a story episode because, well, we're just doing supports and we have a lot of supports. We look here, we have all of these supports. It keeps going. There's going to be a lot to find out about a lot of different characters. We may potentially, depending on how much time we have left at the end, work on the next set of supports that we need to do, so that would be the Pyrenees supports. But, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, we're going to start with something completely different. We're going to start with the Bond conversations, because they're a little bit shorter, and, well, it seems like a good idea to do them first.
Now, who should I pair you with were I to plan a social engagement? Perhaps Prince Alfred?
Yeah, he's an interesting one. I wouldn't mind going head-to-head with him.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And that gets him Irvan. Heirloom axe wielded by Emblem Ike. Grants res +3. Ooh, so res on his weapon is kinda cool. And I don't know, but it might do more damage than his hammer. We'll have to have a look. In fact, we could have a look now, couldn't we? Let's have a look in here. Louie. And then into this one. So the hammer does 18. So yes, this definitely does more damage. So, a little bit more powerful. That's good for us. I think we're happy with that. Right. Next, we have a bond conversation between Zelkov and Corin. Okay, this is their B.
Battle is a struggle of life and death. It demands you give your all, whether you want to or not.
True, but giving your all is not what I mean by fervor. There must be passion involved.
Okay. And with that, we get the Wakizashi, which is a throwing sword, which we're not entirely sure is going to be that useful, but, you know, we have it, essentially. Right. And now we're finished with the bond conversations. Seemed like a good idea to do them first. I think we're going to start by doing the Divine Dragon supports. Just because we'll get some ally notebook things here. And it's where we left off last time with Fram, Clan, and Vander. Let's do Vander first.
Shall I attend to your weapons and armor, Divine One?
No need. I've got time, so I'll take care of it myself.
Understood. Then I shall turn my attention to other tasks by your leave.
Thank you for being so diligent.
Of course, Divine One. It is nothing. Nothing at all.
Is something troubling you?
May I have but a moment of your time?
You may. What is it?
Some time back, Divine One, you spoke of how you and Queen Lumera are different people. Having served humbly beneath you both, I have observed quite a few similarities. In fact, I observed some of your similarities just now.
How so?
You are thoughtful and kind to everyone. In turn, you are well loved by all you meet. If there is any difference between you, I think it is only that you are still growing. You have a bright, limitless future ahead. It is my desire to support you in that future.
Vander,
I hope that I have not offended you. I wanted only to speak from the heart.
No, I'm happy you opened up to me like this. It's as you say. I've still got a lot to learn. If I grow enough, hopefully I'll become more like my mother. Someone people can count on.
I am certain that you can and will, Divine One. That is why I am here serving you.
As long as you're with me, guiding me, I can also feel certain that things will work out. Please continue to lend me your strength. Someday, when I'm stronger, I'll lend you mine.
Of course, Divine One.
Ah, so they kind of understand each other a little bit better now. Cool. That's our first A support of an ally, and our first A support in the ally notebook. We don't even know what we get for this. Oh, we get his measurements. Okay. Height, 6'3". Ring size, 10.5s or U and a half. Personality: serious, strict, yet warm. Puts his steward duties above all else. Devotes his life to the divine dragon. Applies sealing wax more beautifully than anyone else. Okay. That is a little bit odd that we get his ring size, but alright. With that, it is time for Clan.
Clan, you're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Ah yes, last time we ordered him to rest. So we'll see how this goes.
Yes, I'm feeling much better now that I've gotten some rest.
Good. Please try not to overwork yourself going forward, all right?
Listen, it's like I said. We stewards waited 1,000 years for you to wake up. And you're as amazing as I imagined. No, even more so. But I failed you. I'm supposed to make your life easier. Instead, I made you worry about me. I'm really sorry.
Sorry, you're doing a great job, Clan. It's really heartening to see how hard you work.
It is?
Yes, and not just that. I know you've always been there to support me, even since before I woke up. I find it quite touching how deeply you care for me.
Yes, well, of course I...
Clan, are you crying?
I'm just really happy. The Divine Dragon thinks I did a good job. I'm going to keep on doing whatever I can to help you out.
I appreciate that, but please.
I know. I'll make sure not to push myself too hard.
Glad to hear it.
I guess because we don't have any memories, it must be a little bit weird, right? Any amount of praise given to these people, is amplified because it's effectively like a god or a deity passing down this praise, and it's like, oh, I just said like you're doing a good job, and he's like, oh, it's it's so beautiful, it's brilliant, and he's just like, ah, yes. I can't really remember why, but it is, I guess. Anyway, height 5'3", ring size 5 or J.5. Personality: thoughtful and passionate, a quick, clever worker. With Fram, he formed a fan club for the Divine Dragon. Best board game player in the army. You never would have guessed. Okay. And now it is time for Fram.
Fram, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean to upset you.
Nah, it's okay. I'm sorry for bursting into tears like that. I've just felt really attached to you since you woke up. No, scratch that. Since before you woke up. I used to sit and chat with you about my life.
Really?
Yeah. If something exciting happened, I'd tell you the good news with a big smile on my face. Or if something was making me sad, I'd sit next to you and have a good cry about it. You were always so easy to talk to. Every single day I sat there and waited for you to wake up.
I didn't realize that.
I knew you couldn't actually hear me. I was just living out my own little fantasy. But then you woke up. I was so excited to talk to you for real. I got kinda carried away.
Fram, I have a request. Please go back to cheering for me like you did before.
What? But you said...
I did. But that was before I knew you kept me company for so long. As far as I'm concerned, you can be as loud and distracting as your heart desires.
Oh, Divine One! You're every bit as amazing as I always imagined! Okay. I, Fram, a president of the DDFC, swear to continue my wholehearted support. As your #1 fan, I'll keep cheering for you with all my heart and soul.
Perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The Divine One looked right at me!
Okay, and that was Fram. So now we should have a new page in the ally notebook for Fram. So that'll be past this one. Height 5'3", exactly the same height as Clan. Ring size 4 or H.5. Personality, spirited and energetic, attentive steward but absent-minded. Founded the Divine Dragon fan club with clan. Best back handsprings in the army. If you say so. Right, now we are moving swiftly on to Cedoll, a new character.
Practicing your dancing tonight, Cedoll?
Ah, Divine One. It's not so much practice as it is performance. I have an audience tonight, after all.
But there's no one around.
There's the moon.
Oh.
The moon?
That's right. The silver light shining in the dark above. And the multitude of stars, too. I perform for them all tonight. Divine One, did you know that when people die, they leave their form behind and become stars?
Uh-huh.
My teacher is up in that sky.
This teacher of yours died then?
He did. These dance steps were the ones he loved most.
It's beautiful, Cedoll. Every single movement is just gorgeous.
I give up many of life's pleasures in pursuit of perfecting the craft of my dance. It's not easy. I practice my steps intently, and I am vigilant about what fuels my dance. My dancing skills are renowned in song. Complacency and mediocrity are not an option.
You're so disciplined. I respect that. And there's something otherworldly about you. Sometimes I'm not sure I should get too close.
May I resume dancing now?
Sure.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Okay. So a very, very serious character, actually, in terms of how they act. You would think when they first met them, there was like a level of, you know, whimsy. But it's actually very serious and very, like, strict in terms of their goals. Yeah. I guess they're gonna act serious, but for weird reasons. That's the way I think they're gonna play this character, but we'll see. Likes: music, meat, fashion, reading, herbs, stars, sweets, the moon, savory foods. Dislikes: training, sunburns, waking up early, bitter things, being patient, feeling bloated. Okay. And now we have Zelkov.
What's that you're doing, Zelkov?
Hello, Divine One. I am melting wax with which I will produce candles.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Is candle making a hobby of yours?
You could call it that. I prefer to think of it as a pursuit through which to kill time.
Kill time?
Some say you kill time until time kills you. That is my philosophy.
I had no idea you were such a profound thinker, Zelkov.
Not at all. I may speak in a way that suggests a deeper meaning, but rarely is that actually the case. It is simply another way of killing time. Idle amusement, nothing more.
Wow.
What is it? Your eyes are possessed of a most curious twinkle.
I guess I just find your outlook fascinating. It's a whole new perspective to me. Somehow it feels like you know a lot of things that I don't.
You are interesting. Perhaps next time we chat, I will show you an interesting place.
Now I'm curious.
I will keep the nature of it a surprise for the time being.
All right. I look forward to it.
Okay. Interesting. So basically, he's just saying the reason he talks that way is just because he finds it amusing, basically. It's something he does to kill time. Huh. It's not really an answer, but, I mean, it is an answer. It's just, like, not very satisfying. Like, it's a weird one, I guess would be a better way of putting it. Anyway, likes crafting, reading, staying busy, cooking, graveyard, sewing, precise work, protecting children. Dislikes strong odors, parties, idleness, fairy tales, boredom, despair. Okay. And with that, we have finished all the supports with the Divine Dragon, meaning that we are moving on to the inter-party supports. And we're starting with Louie and Ivy.
Louie,
Yes, Princess Ivy?
you always seem so cheerful. Is there some particular reason for it?
No, this is simply my default expression.
How curious. It may be due to my own reservedness that your demeanor leaves such an impression on me.
It's true now that you mention it that I haven't seen much cheer in you. And what a sight that would be to see.
What are you suggesting?
I have a keen eye for observing the way people socialize, you see.
This is not reassuring.
Which is why I was so powerfully struck by the idea of seeing you in such a context. The Princess Ivy among dear friends, wearing a wide grin. What a captivating thought.
I will thank you not to cast me for any role in your imaginary theater.
It is a bit weird.
The first step is to figure out what you might have cause to celebrate. I think it may help if you accompany me for a time.
Your dedication to your goals, off-putting as they may be, is impressive. Very well, Louie of Firenze. If your ambition is to make me smile, I invite you to do your best.
My best is all I can do, Princess Ivy.
Okay, so just basically the setup for the premise on their one there. And now we have Louie and Zelkov. Wonder how they'll get along.
Why are you staring at me?
Much with the same question as every other one.
Greetings, Zelkov.
I asked you a question.
I meant nothing by it, I assure you. But if you have the time, might I invite you to join me for a cup of tea?
This invitation makes little sense to me. You and I are not exactly close.
It is because we aren't close that I invited you. I should like to get to know you better.
Dispense with the pretense, please. What is it you want?
My dear Zelkov, I have no ulterior motive here. I merely thought we could bond over tea.
It's like me in Three Houses.
Regrettably, then, I must decline.
What a shame. I suppose I'll have to put away my specially made soothing tea.
I do not understand you.
Well, it's plain to see that you don't sleep much.
I fail to see your interest in the matter.
It doesn't impact me directly at all, but as your friend, I am concerned.
This is going nowhere. Whatever your intentions might be, stay out of my affairs.
My dear Zelkov, you'll find it will take more to dissuade me than that.
He is incorrigible. Oh dear. Well, that's Louie's done. Just basically staring at people and then going, how do you feel about this? Right. Allcrest and Ivy. Last time, Allcrest was rightfully mad at Ivy, and Ivy got an apology out of him. So let's see how it goes this time.
Princess Ivy, are you glaring at me?
No, Prince Allcrest. At least not intentionally. But I can't take my eyes off of your armor. In Elusia, we are taught from an early age to keep watch for Brodian armor.
Oh, I think I understand. Brodia has invaded Elusia more times than I can count. My country has a lot to answer for. For what it's worth, I am sorry.
That's the second apology she's gotten out of him.
Oh? And what do you mean by that exactly?
Huh? What?
Did you just issue a formal apology from the Kingdom of Brodia for its invasions of our land? Are you admitting fault on behalf of your people and swearing to adopt peaceful foreign policy? Reconciliation between nations is a serious matter, not to be taken lightly.
That's not what I meant to say was, if Brodia is at fault, then we absolutely should apologize. But that apology is not mine to give. The king and nobility would have to convene and agree. So when I said I was sorry, it came from me as an individual, not as a representative of,
I know that. I'm sorry. You are a little too easy to toy with.
Oh, Princess Ivy. I was so nervous.
My ill feelings toward Brodia are in the past, but I could not resist teasing you a little. Look on the bright side. We are comfortable enough now to joke with one another, right?
Well, one of you is.
Yes, of course. I did think my heart was going to stop, but I suppose it was. Funny.
Alright. Well, there's that one. Now we have Kagetsu and Diamond. Interesting. I don't know how this is gonna go. We haven't seen Diamond in a long time.
Prince Diamond, I must see your skill. Let us duel.
A duel? Sounds like fun. I don't believe we've had a proper sparring match yet, have we?
Ah, you are easy to convince. Good.
You like to train, right? I have a pretty rigorous routine myself. I just got done sprinting up and over 3 local mountains. A duel sounds like a nice cooldown.
Mountains? 3 mountains?
All right, Kagetsu. Give me everything you've got.
I cannot.
What? Why?
Much as I long to challenge you, it would not do to face you in this state. It would not be satisfying to win merely because you are tired.
So you won't challenge me unless I'm fresh out of bed? A win is a win, so let's duel.
No, I cannot allow it. I have been raised to prize honor above victory. That is my homeland's way. Win or lose, it is essential to uphold standards of dignity and fairness. We must be like cherry blossoms, blooming only at appropriate times.
Ah, I see. That is an admirable philosophy. Let's consider our duel postponed.
Thank you. I know it was I who extended this invitation. I appreciate your understanding.
I'll make sure I'm rested and at full strength next time. I won't hold anything back.
Excellent. I look forward to this fine contest.
Alright, again, it's kind of a setup one. But it was interesting that immediately Diamond was like, yeah, I'll take the duel. No problems. Now we have Marin and Pinette, both retainers of Temera.
All right, it's time for our daily singing practice.
Oh no.
Today we'll run through the princess's latest composition, Expect a Trifecta. We need to have a performance ready in time for our next rehearsal with her.
Performance ready, you say?
Yes. Something wrong? You seem down.
In truth, I am. I overheard something that bothered me greatly.
Uh-oh. What was it?
Someone called us the Racket of Solm.
Oh no.
Oh. The racket is our singing voices, I take it.
That was my understanding as well.
Ouch. Well, growing up, people always told me I was a terrible singer. But the princess praised my singing voice as unique, so guess I thought I improved.
It was the same for me, to the letter.
Suddenly it seems like we've got our work cut out for us.
Perchance we should sing more quietly?
That might be a good idea.
Then let us begin post-haste. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so they're gonna have singing practice, not quite what I expected. And we're rounding off this set of supports with Jade and Amber. Last time, Amber was trying to show off his alpaca wrangling, and it did not go so well.
Hey, Amber. I'm still a few chapters short. May I ask you some more questions?
Hang on, Jade. First, I have a request for you. Please, please don't write about how I completely failed to catch that alpaca.
What?
My hometown is known for its alpaca expertise. I can't throw that kind of shame on them. I was so bogged down by emotions and pond water that I failed to ask before, so please.
This comes as a bit of a shock. I won't make you a promise that I can't keep, Amber. You've inspired my funniest, most successful works. People are excited for the next one.
Okay then. Let's spar. If I win, you can't write anything about the alpaca puddle incident.
Fine by me. You're on.
This will be our first sparring match since the tourney to select Prince Diamant's retainers. That was also the first time I lost to you. I've been stuck in second place ever since. That loss was like a curse. No matter what I do, I can't seem to beat you at anything.
Well, you did enter the final round of that tournament at a disadvantage.
Oh?
You didn't have any time to warm up. You were too busy trying to help that lost child.
That's no excuse. You ended up helping too. You even found the kid's parents first.
I take your point.
You're the one who's always finding success, and I'm the one who's always tripping up. That runaway alpaca was the last straw. My second place streak ends today. Get ready, Jade. There's no way I'm losing to you again.
Had enough?
Oh, I just can't do it. I really can't beat you, Jade. It's hopeless.
You remember our terms? I won, so I'm free to put whatever I want in my next novel.
Yeah, I remember. You beat me fair and square, so write about whatever you want.
That's just what I'm going to do. But I'll make sure you're the first to read it when I'm done.
Okay. So a little bit more into their relationship and why Amber's feeling a little bit put off. No, always second place. Probably not good, you know, image-wise or self-image-wise. Right, now we've done that, the next thing that I want to do, because we've got a little time left, is to have a look at the next set of supports that we need to do. So that is going to be here, Alfred, Etier, Boucheron, and Chloe. Okay. So let's start. Let's just do these one at a time right now. Alfred. So what is our current bond rank with Alfred? We are currently at a C rank. Okay. What does Alfred actually like? Doing this all wrong. He likes training, exercise, the sun at dawn, music, flowers, mussels, four-leaf clovers, and other people's happiness. Okay. Do we have any money left? No. Okay, step number 1 is, do we have any way to earn money? If not, this is going to be a very short trip. Or very short exercise that we're doing here. So, unequipped, we could get a couple of these iron swords sold, so that's something. Sell this one. That's fine. I'm just going to sell iron. Yeah, there's no real reason to keep any iron weapons around. Yeah, like these, might as well just sell them. No reason to have any of those. Yep, sell those. Okay, so that gives us about 6,000. Also just going to sell that. There we go. Right. So about 6,800 to spend now. So this is our, basically our income source to get supports. Now, is Alfred actually on the map? That's the next question. Alfred is not on the map. Okay, so we're going to skip to doing, I think, Boucheron, looking at that. I don't think Etier is here either. Chloe is here as well. Right, let's do Boucheron's one. Boucheron is at the training yard. Okay, but I think he's the guy in front of the training yard right now. So, if we're assuming that's Boucheron, then what does Boucheron want to do, and how have we done in the ally notebook with him? So I think we've got to C rank. He likes reading, fishing, walks, well-marked hiking paths, nature, stories with happy endings. So books or something fishing related is probably going to be what we need for him. Let's head down here and see what we can buy that fits into those categories. I've also been told, by the way, although it took us 12 for the first lot of them to get between a B and an A support, the higher, or the I'm trying to the right way of putting it, the further into the game that you picked up the character, the less support points you need between each level. So, I'm assuming these ones might be less than 12, then like, you know, Brodia might be at 9, and then, you know, it keeps going on and on like that.
Ah, yes.
So, let's see. So what do I need here? So animal treats, marigolds, white clover, Horn utility knife. Landscape art. Is any of this sound like it fits in? I don't know if any of this fits in, to be honest. Let me read his note again and see what it says. I don't know why it switches between people on this particular one. It's absolutely no purpose. So what does he like? There might be nothing that we can get that he likes. Reading, fishing, walks, stories of happy endings. He likes nature. Okay. So if we've got something that sounds nature-like, then we should be fine. I think the landscapes were nature. Yes, okay.
Thanks for shopping. 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 Thanks for shopping.
Let's go with 10 of them for just now. And then we can see. Okay. Oh, there's also an item that's over here that I missed, apparently. Okay, might as well grab it on the way past. Some milk. Okay, and then this, I think, is Boucheron. Hello.
Ah.
No, I've actually not come to do strength training. I've come to give you horse manure.
What?
What? This must never be given as a present, alright? Okay. 1.
Ooh.
2.
Ooh.
Oh, it's... Whoa, you're really giving me something so precious? I'm warning you, I will cry.
Ooh.
3. 4.
Ooh.
5.
Ooh.
Okay. So that leaves us with 5 remaining. Let's do the support. I see we can just do it here, right?
Ah.
Yes. Support.
How are you liking this mountain air, Divine One?
It's so clear. Everything about this place is gorgeous. Just standing here is doing a lot to clear my mind.
I'm glad it's working as intended.
Is this the stream you mentioned before?
Yes. Well, probably. It's gotta be one of the ones around here. I think.
You sound less than sure.
It's this terrible sense of direction I have. I've tried to visit the same spot twice, but I've never had any luck.
Now you tell me.
What's the matter? You seem worried.
I'm suddenly wondering if we're going to be able to find our way home.
Don't worry about that. I've been breaking tree branches to mark our path. Now look over there. See that broken branch? It shows we came... that way. Huh? Oh.
I'm not seeing it.
Ugh. I could swear I broke that branch.
Which one?
What? None of these branches are broken. Oh, I'm so sorry, Divine One. But I think it'll be okay. Let's try going in this direction.
Actually, let's head the other way.
What? Why?
If your sense of direction is that bad, we should do the opposite of whatever your instinct says.
Oh.
Fair point. Off we go.
Well, definitely weird. Let's go and have a look at our ally notebook again. So, Boucheron. Hobbies: outdoor reading. Talents: manual labor. Background: the second son of a Fyronese count from a town known for its waters. He has one older brother. He's known Prince Alfred since they were young. Okay, so it's the younger brother gone off to be a knight trope that I've seen a few times in like some anime things. Okay, cool. Let's go and grab some more of these. In fact, I think it's the same one as the same story Caspar had in Three Houses. Yeah.
Thanks for shopping.
Yeah,
Thanks for shopping. Thanks for
it's kinda
shopping.
exactly
Thanks
the
for
same.
shopping. Thanks for shopping. Thanks for shopping.
7.
Feel free
Wait,
to come again.
Nope, that was one off. I didn't notice it tells you the number you have in this that you actually have of something in the side.
Thanks for shopping.
There we go.
Feel free to come again.
So we have 12. Let's see whether this one also takes 12. We're experimenting while we do it. And there is a purpose to doing this experimentation. It tells us how many we have to buy for Chloe. So, over here. Right.
Ah.
Let's go. 1,
Ooh.
2,
Ooh.
3,
Ooh.
4,
Ooh.
5,
Ooh.
6,
Ooh.
7,
Ooh.
8,
Ooh.
9,
Ooh.
10,
Ooh.
11,
Ooh.
12. Okay, so for ones from Firane, it seems that 12 is still the number. Okay. Well, let's do our final support.
I feel just terrible about the other day, Divine One. I hope my poor sense of direction didn't stress you out even more.
I wouldn't worry too much. We got home safely, and the whole thing was even kind of fun.
Phew. That does make me feel better.
So, how else do you relieve stress?
I do enjoy a good book. Diving into a whole other world helps me forget about ours. I highly recommend this. It's a classic from my homeland called Love in Bloom.
It's very damp and wrinkled.
Well, that would be what happens if you're reading outside.
Oh, sorry about that. It's from tears.
Never mind.
Excuse me?
It doesn't take much to get the waterworks going for me. That's why I get misty just looking at the cover for this one.
That's all it takes?
Don't be fooled. Reading really is very relaxing. And this is one of my favorites.
All right then. Let's see here.
Wait, I'm gonna need a moment after seeing the table of contents.
Is this for real?
I'm sorry, Divine One. This can't be very relaxing. I'll leave you alone with the book.
Are you sure? I really don't mind. Besides, I think people would start to worry if they saw you walking around in tears.
Oh, Divine One, you're too kind. Wait until we get to the introductory paragraph.
At this rate, we'll finish the war before the first chapter.
Well, some of the other ones we've had so far have been like a story arc. This one was the story arc of Boucheron just having a little bit of a mental breakdown. And we're going to leave him to it. Right, Ally Notebook. Boucheron. 6'3", same height as Vander. Also, I love that he's crying in the picture. It's very good. Ring size 10.25 or U. Personality. Compassionate, sensitive, and quick to cry. Often travelled by carriage growing up, so a sense of direction is weak. Most tolerant person in the army. Oh. Okay then. Well, now it is time for us to speak to Chloe. Now, what does she do? So, we don't even have a C-level support with her. We actually don't even know what she likes. That is, yeah, a sign that we have not spent a lot of time with them. Hello. Let's give you some gifts then. Horse manure.
Oh dear.
Hey, is this from my Pegasus? Oh, I could have given the poetry book to Boucheron. Do you like training? I don't think you do. You kept talking about folk food. Maybe I'll go see if I can find something that's related to folk food. I don't really know what I'm looking for here. I don't think you need very much to get from nothing to a C. So let's see if we can. Let's maybe do a little
yeah.
buy of a couple of these. Let's buy a yam, an animal treat,
Thanks for
flowers,
Thanks for
clover,
shopping. Thanks for shopping.
horn,
Thanks for
utility
shopping.
knife,
Thanks
sewing
for shopping.
kit, sheep
Thanks
wool,
for shopping. Thanks for
and
shopping.
some antler earrings, and one
Thanks for
landscape
shopping.
art.
Feel free to
And
come
then we'll
again.
just try some of these and then see what she likes. Okay. Good. Back over here. And let's see if we can raise this support up a little bit. Right. Hello. So, let's start with a yam.
Thank you.
What a picturesque gift. Thank you very much. Do you like that? How about landscape?
Thank you.
You also like the landscape art. How about a utility knife?
Thank you.
Okay, how about this horn?
Thank you.
Okay, so she just said she liked everything. Alright, that's not too helpful.
You're so adorable when you sleep, Divine One.
Bit weird.
Huh?
Is it any weirder than the wake-up events? I don't know.
Oh, good morning. Did I wake you?
Were you watching me sleep? Again?
Yes. Sorry about that.
You should just leave me be if I nod off while I'm sitting outside. It's unnerving to wake up on your own and find someone staring at you.
Oh, I never meant to do that, Divine One. But you slept for 1,000 years, just like a character from a fairy tale. Your sleeping form is so heavenly that I can't help staring at it.
I get that, but I still must have been a ridiculous sight, sleeping here of all places.
Oh no, not at all. But I have a compromise in mind. Hear me out.
Okay.
If I'm always there when you wake up, maybe you'll get used to it and it won't be so startling.
Your compromise is that you'll keep doing it until it's not weird?
All we'd have to do is set up an extra bed for me in your chamber.
Nope, not doing that.
Oh dear, shot down.
Well, okay, it's gonna be a weird one. Let's go into here, into the Ally Notebook, and see where we're at. So, Chloe. Likes. Fairy tales, folk food, daydreaming, animals, bird's eye view, rich flavors. Dislikes. Cooking, cleaning, sunburns, bland food. Small portions, the expectations to behave like a noble. Okay, so animals, food. Okay, we're getting there. There's some things that we can definitely work on there. Let's see what's cheap. Right. Hello. And also we get to check how many we need between a C and a B. Here.
Yes.
So, what's she
Feel
like
free to
again?
come again.
Let me just double check what she liked. 'Cause there's like some minor differences in there that could make it a lot of difference in terms of what we give her. Right. So she likes fairy tales, folk food. So not all food, just folk food. So fairy tales, daydreaming, animals. Okay, so fairy tales and animals, basically. Let's go in here. The reason I'm thinking about fairy tales is I think, was there not a book in here? I mean, we have a book, but... No, there isn't. Okay, so let's go for animal treats then. So let's go for. We know we need 12 for the next level.
Thanks for shopping.
So let's just buy 6 here and see if that's enough.
Thanks for shopping. Feel free to come again.
So we're gonna try 6 at this level. Also, I think we're gonna make Chloe our last one, just because we're running out of money very quickly doing this. But it's still worthwhile. Hello. Okay, 1.
Wow!
So she likes that one better. You see how it's getting the...
Wow!
Wow, I love this. 2,
Wow!
3,
Wow!
4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow!
So it's 7 to rank up, which means we're 1 off on the next rank. Okay, that's fine. We'll be right back. Yeah, so it's 7 on the second rank up. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Hello. I would like 1 animal thing. Thank you.
Thanks for shopping. Feel free to come again.
Now we are well and truly out of money. Let's head back over here. And we'll do the support. And then we'll feed her a bunch of animal treats. And we'll do the sea level support. Right. Let's go.
You slept for 1,000 years, and when you woke, you were thrust into battle against the forces of evil. You're the absolute picture of a fairy tale hero.
Am I?
Oh yes. One doesn't meet people as extraordinary as you every day. Yours is not the average person's life.
You are fated for exhilaration and excitement. Oh, how I wish it were mine.
I don't know.
What? Why not?
There are many burdens I must bear, and while I don't regret this life, you're absolutely right that my days will never be considered average. Sometimes, average seems like it might not be so bad.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I was just so swept up in my own desire for a fairy tale life. I didn't stop to consider how someone already living one might feel.
You don't have to apologize, Chloe. I know you didn't mean anything by it.
I still feel a little guilty, though. Oh, I know! I'll bring you a special delicious treat as an apology. There's this rare pickled deep-sea fish I've been into. It's sour enough to knock you flat.
No, thank you.
I'll go fetch some right now. You're gonna love it.
No need. Really. I'm getting queasy enough just picturing it.
Okay. So, a little bit of envy for us there, but it kind of fits into our fairy tale stuff, I think. Let's have a look here. Hobbies. Touring food stalls, leisurely flights, talents, long-distance throws. Background, a young noble from a seaside town. She was raised to marry well, but became a knight instead after meeting Celine by chance. Okay. Have you tried Scooby snacks?
Wow!
Here, let me just give you a few.
Wow! Wow!
There we go. So that's 3,
Wow!
4,
Wow!
5, 6, 7,
Wow!
8,
Wow!
9,
Wow!
10,
Wow!
11, and 12.
Wow!
Okay, and with that, the A-level support.
You know, I've noticed how often you bring up your wish to live a fairy tale life.
Uh-huh. I've wanted that for myself ever since I was a child. I was born into a noble family. Everything in my life was planned out for me by my parents. My role as a noble daughter was to get married and then devote myself to my partner's family. They wouldn't even let me eat the street food I love so much. It wasn't ordinary for a noble girl. I hated every part of that life.
I had no idea.
The life I wanted for myself was free, thrilling, and very out of the ordinary.
I didn't mean to stir up so many painful memories, Chloe.
Oh, it's okay. They're just memories. And my dream came true when I got to be a knight. Meeting Princess Celine, and you, let me live the kind of life I always fantasized about. Isn't fighting alongside the divine dragon and the royal family better than any fairy tale?
When you put it like that, you might be right.
I wonder if they'll tell stories about this war someday.
It's certainly possible. And when they do, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up as a major character in them.
Mm-hmm.
What? I never thought about that. But it's a nice idea. I must become the kind of virtuous knight little kids aspire to be when they hear the story.
You're already well on your way there, Chloe.
Thanks, Divine One.
Okay, so we had a very quick crash course into Chloe's wish to live in a fairy tale, and the fact that she already does, and her dreams are fulfilled. Fantastic. Right. Chloe. What's her final one? Height 5'5", ring size 5.75 or L and a quarter. Personality. An easygoing woman who likes fairy tales, beautiful scenery, and novel folk foods. She has an iron stomach and the best throwing arm in the army. Cool. Oh wait, there's zoom portrait as well? You notice we can zoom all of these. Oh, so we would be meant to do something like go go here and then go zoom. I understand. We can do this, and then oh, that's Jean. Go through him. Go back through Louie, or then there's Chloe. Okay, cool. Well, with that, we're still not quite done yet because we can now head to the bulletin board and we get our reward for doing all of these supports, which is basically a large amount of achievement points, although not nearly as many as I thought we might get. 360. I'm assuming that we'll get more as we get more A ranks, because we'll get like A rank with 10 people, which will then be worth like a magnitude higher than A rank with 5, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that was cool. Learned a lot about a lot of different characters. Got more of an insight into some of the ones we haven't seen before. And I think that next time we are ready to head out and, I don't know, maybe do some main story. It's been a while since we've last done any. So yeah, let's maybe do some main story. I'm kind of tempted to try the paralogue again with Tiki. The only reason why I'm going to put that off is I think, just judging by how the main story has gone so far, that there's a chance we get some of our rings back next chapter. I think that would make a lot of sense, and then I think the Tiki paralogue will be much easier with a larger selection of rings. The problem we had, and the 2 times we tried it, well, the first time we tried it, we had a lack of damage, and actually, to be fair, that was the problem on the second time, just for a different reason. First time, we just didn't have the weapons. Second time, we didn't have the options once we were in there. I think that once we have a couple of people who are willing, or who are able to fight the ones that keep respawning, and then we can kind of put 2 teams together, you know, have one that fights the spawners, one that pushes on through the dungeon. Once we get to that point, I think that it'll be very doable. But without having more emblem rings, it's kind of difficult to make that happen. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.